Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Springs Scratch Start, episode 45. Last episode we bought some land, sold a bunch of stuff, made a lot of money, spent it on the land, and then I went into February and decided there wasn't really enough in February to make a full episode, but there was too much to do February and March together, So I cut the grass and baled it up and moved it over here after wrapping it. We got ourselves a nice little Robert FB200 bale spike to go on the telehandler and used it. It works pretty well. I went and recovered the swath header and the Deutzfahr tractor, and we're just here getting into March. We didn't sell anything, and we didn't do anything to the new land. I have made a semi-arbitrary decision. This is going to be grass, and the other two are going to be the usual. I'm going to let the eggs go until later. Hopefully we fill that up before the episode is over. We do need to get barley dumped into the chicken coop over there, and we probably need to think about moving some wool out of the way, although we're only 2 months from being able to sell it, but we need the trailer still, so maybe we don't want to just back it on the trailer. I can't remember if there's any, storage in the thing. So I think we need to move the wool out of the way, and we probably want to go sell wood. Pretty sure May is the wool sales day. Yep. March is, well, pretty much nothing. Wood beams. And the big thing is we need to get our oats in. And now that we have that other field, I'm going to put oats in both 2 and those other 2 fields there. And we're going to plant grass today. So a lot of planting. I'm going to do it manually so that I don't have to deal with weeds after, rather than hiring. We did lime and fertilize and plow those fields, so we should be pretty good. I don't have to do it manually. That's right. I plowed. I'm gonna buy rolls today. That's gonna be our big purchase. We're gonna get this guy going first. We do want to make it oats though. We're going to set him off on a worker. We may have to do weeds on this one, but that's fine. We can hoe it. And while this guy is doing that, I installed a couple of rollers mods, the Ozdokin and the Rolmako. But I look and I see that the Rexius is actually the biggest one that's not too big. So I believe we're actually going to buy the Rexius 1230 instead of one of these. If this ends up being too big for a couple of our smaller fields, we can pick up another set down here. But yeah, we're gonna buy this guy. He's gonna do the job. And do we want a crossboard? I mean, why not, right? Is there more? Nope, just the crossboard. Let's get the crossboard, see what that does. We've got the money. Might as well. Okay, so that covers that. And this guy's a planting away. So let's go get those rolls with this feller here. And see what else. Maybe there's some other trouble we can get into afterwards. Alright, we have got the stuff going. We've got the rolls ready to go. Planting going, and the rolls ready to go. And we've got a lot of wood products here. I'm just going to see the feasibility, viability of using the PAL finger instead of the other one. You know what I'm saying. Seems pretty feasible. Actually probably quite a bit better. So we get this wood loaded up. I probably could get 2 on there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm wondering about weight-wise, probably not. I think we're probably pretty heavy, so we'll have to look that up. The regular way. Not too terrible, although I don't know if I can push these guys far enough to get another one on. It looks like that's probably true, which is cool. We are definitely going through. It's a lot easier to just come around from this side. Get them. Nice and hooked up. Cool. Yeah, this is working out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. Well, we just gotta get these loaded up and then move that guy on to more oats. Except that I am just right on the edge of what's viable for dropping this stuff. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that is not bad at all. bad at all. Pretty easy to work with. Next January we're going to have quite a chunk of latch these guys. Right. Oh, that thing only drops when you're in it, by the way, which is pretty weird. By latch, I actually mean strap. Yeah. We're going to have quite a chunk of wood chips next January to sell for sure. I certainly like this forklift better than loading these things. Oh, we can grab those like that. Well, that's fine. Maybe we should. Doing a thing. Which this trailer seems to have acquired since last time. I'm gonna have to drop them down every time. I'm not sure what the deal is, but this trailer seems to have acquired a serious vibration load shifting problem. Going to take this over to the other one. Which is kind of a long drive, but yeah. We're just going to get that over there and go get the trailer and load up the rest. Alright, we've got our wood products loaded up. I'm not driving through the wall. That'll probably help some. And we've got this guy put back in his place. So, okay, this guy's not quite done. I was hoping that I would set him up on the next field and get the roll started while I went and sold the wood. But I think I have time to go sell the wood as is. So we're going to go hit that up. And I'll see you in a minute. We are. Ought to be a good amount of wood. I doubt it'll get us up into rope factory territory, which is something we still need to do. But 74 grand is still quite a decent load. So, yeah. That's nice. So hopefully our planting is closer to done now. Just gotta put this trailer away. Well, as away as we can put it. And okay, this guy's almost done. So I'm gonna let him finish and then I'm gonna get the rolls going. And then we probably need to think about putting more wood in here. 27,000, yes we do. But we don't have a tractor for it. I do have a tree or two that I really want. Well, a few. I want to knock this tree down. I want to knock this tree down. And I'm going to run a nice little gravel path to cut this corner. And I'm just gonna give up on stump grinding the other way. I'm just gonna use the chainsaw to grind these stumps out. So that's 2, and we can cut a nice path right through here. No, like this. Maybe have just a slightly better time when we come around that corner. I'd like to do the same thing up here. I'd like to lose a couple of these trees here so as to not have to cut that corner as much. But we definitely need to cut this into multiple bits. So let's do that too. And by then we'll be ready to actually go set that guy off on his new trajectory, hopefully. So that piece is 9 tons. Oh, probably because we didn't get it. Well, let's kill that. We don't want that anyway. And maybe we can cut these guys in half. End up with 4.6, 5.2. Hopefully that's enough. 1.6, that one will go just fine. Alright, cool. That'll make things a little bit easier for the cut through. Right. You, sir, can plant oats in this field here as well. You, sir, if I can get to you. And roll this field up. And think about what we're gonna do. There won't be any pH is good, nitrogen is good, yield is pretty decent. Hard to tell, but okay, and our environmental score is 62. So I'm curious, I wonder if there's any help in that realm of precision farming. Variables, crops, improving yield, forestry, yeah. They don't seem to have any built-in precision farming documentation here unless they've Unless they put it in, nope, they haven't. Okay. Oh well. Let's just get a save in while we're at it. And, right. Okay, he's gonna do this, and he's doing that. And we've got to find stuff to do. We don't have a tractor for that work. So let's go look at how much do they want for the rope maker. $300. We could borrow the money and put the stuff in there. We only need 2 something. We could get ourselves up past 300 and then, yeah, and then, yep, we're gonna go to 350 because I have a plan. There we go. We're actually gonna install a nice little mod to make our life easier. And I don't remember where it's located, but I do remember it's super cheap. Is it part of tools? I also want to get some of these in. In fact, interesting. Yeah, these RTK base stations. But that's not what we're here for. Don't get distracted, man. Is it part of factories? Selling points? No. No, there's somewhere. Somewhere I have this mod that is designed to it's gotta be up in here somewhere. It's a distributor. And the whole thing is it distributes. Man, and I can't remember where it is. It's definitely not in farmhouses. It's definitely not in fences. Doghouse, yeah. A sheep, here it is. It's the wool shipping. Right. So if we put this right here, and we turn off, and we put free mode on, then this guy distributes. Change output mode to distributing and activate. Right, but we still do need to buy the, yeah, he's got a problem because, out of space, right. Because we need to go buy that, rope maker. Yep, okay, we own the rope maker. And that makes things better. We need to set it up to make rope. Rope wool, activate. Go, go, go. Yes, material's missing, but that'll happen pretty quick. And now we can push the wool that's over here, and we don't need to sell it. Because we're going to make rope, we're going to sell the rope to the playground until that's fully dealt with. We need to wait for a cycle to happen, which will send all of that. That wool over to the rope maker. We're going to just push things forward. Whoop. If we can use the tools correctly until noon. There we go. Okay, so now we can look at our rope. Yep, we've got only 4K rope. Where'd the rest go? Only 4K wool. Did it just make a bunch of rope? Because that seems a little out there. I swear I had, that's the loading zone. That's the drop-off zone or the pickup zone. I don't know. Okay, we seem to have less wool than I thought we would have. So maybe this guy hasn't... Okay, he's still full of wool. He hasn't sent the next bit on yet, which makes sense. He may got room and did it. There's always that one extra piece there. I don't know what the deal with that is. There's always one pallet on these distribution units that saves us a bunch of carting and gets the main thing done. And our planting is going well. We've still got plenty of seed. So right, let's just let these guys work, huh? Alright, so our oats have been planted in the second field, and we're going to go over to field 2 and hook that up, and then we'll worry about those trees and getting them into their spot. We do need to put grass in there, but I'm gonna get the big one out of the way. This guy is pretty large. And let's see. I think we start from the opposite corner. It actually picks up on a full line. The way this thing is curved. Oh, it's that corner up there actually that needs to be run into. I do want to pick this concrete thing up at some point, but we're gonna have to run a very interesting line of conveyors. Because if we pick up this whole factory, I don't know if it's 2 parts or 1 part, but we could run conveyors. Okay, I think this is maybe where we dump. So actually maybe it's just 1 conveyor. We could just run a conveyor from here to there. And then oh man, okay, is this... Can you even buy this factory? Maybe you can't even buy this factory. Maybe that's what the deal is. Huh. Yeah, I don't see any exclamation points around here. So maybe we can't buy it, which is unfortunate. No? Oh, it's in here. Okay. 370 grand. I suspect. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, we want to build that playground maker before we buy it. If we even want to buy it, I don't know how those things make money exactly. Like the wagon maker. So, who knows? But what I do know is this guy's planting away. And this guy's done with that work, so let's get him on... Get him on this one. What exactly are you doing anyway? Alright, he's working. I'm wondering about selling these buildings. I mean, they're like worth 2K. They're not in the way. There's not a lot I would do with them. So they'll just be here for flavor. Forever. The serious bridge, though. Pretty cool. Alright. Yep. We're gonna let that go, and then it'll be hopefully time soon to plant our last grass field. Well, maybe not our last grass field, but last field for today will be grass. It will be up at the normal, at our little place, right up there. So right, I'll see you in a bit. All right, the helper got stuck on that pole, or we'd be done already. I didn't notice for a while. But now that we're here, I'm just going to finish this up. Since it's a very little bit to finish up. And we can go get that grass planting. And we can go roll this. I'm sure the roller is done. And once this is planted, then I can start dragging those trees over. But yeah, gee, I don't know what that is. We want grass, please. There we go. Oop. Do it, brah. Yep, okay. We'll go get the rollers. Get going on this. Yeah, we gotta roll too. We got a decent amount of oats in, I think. That ought to keep our mill going for the foreseeable future. And this, yeah, that is a better cut through. See how we're doing on the grass seeding. Looks alright. And owning these rolls is a good deal. I mean, they were kind of expensive, but just a few seasons to pay them off, really. Oh, we'll just let this guy go with his rolling. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if this was the best. Potential 86%. Not great, but okay. It'd be nice to be able to further amend the soil. Maybe we could truck in a bunch of loam, dig out a bunch of what's here, but that's not probably something farmers do. They just plant crops that work in that soil. So, right. Yeah, when this guy's done planting this grass, we'll be solid set. We'll come back and roll it just to make sure. And we can slap another sheep or goats down eventually. Probably a good idea eventually, although we are well behind on our loan. I don't know what we're making automatically at the moment with our lettuce, but I doubt it is. I doubt we're going to be making much every month now with $1 million loan. So we're going to have to definitely start paying that off. And we're pretty good on equipment now for the fields we have and the jobs we need to do. So that's good. Now it's just about getting the get in the end. What's that Pottinger hit? Oh man, 18,000. Oh, this is a tedder though. We don't need a tedder. We don't need hay. We might want hay eventually, but there's no reason to buy a header. I mean a tedder. Like our next big purchase needs to be a better trailer. These trailers are great for what they are, but 22.5 is not enough carting capability. We now own pretty much everything right around here, which is great. I think 10 might be a good purchase. We could buy 15 again eventually. 22 would be a good one to own. And I wonder about these guys up here. Yeah, see, these guys have decent yield. Decent yield. 24 is not great and is massive for this map and would be way big for our current level of equipment. Owning it would be better in terms of being able to leisurely swath and process the swathing. But other than that, I don't know. And we don't have any equipment to do. I guess we could wrap some bales. Yeah, we could wrap some bales with our yeah, we'll take it. Oh, look, we actually have something to collect that we didn't originally collect. Alright, we're going to grab the bale wrapper and go wrap bales with this thing. We do not need these things. But that soccer ball is going to forever be there now. The forever soccer ball. You'd think there would be like bale loading jobs out there. You know, like load up all these bales and take them to a place. But right, we'll go get some wrapping done while we're waiting for our workers to complete. And I'll see you in a minute. Here we are at the wrapping site. Looks like round bales. This thing does round bales, so we are solid. I'm going to actually go clockwise this time instead of my usual counterclockwise. We're going to need to refill the bale wrap at some point. I did see a mod that was a front mount, wouldn't work with this, but on a tractor. It was a front mount wrap holder. So you could then drop it as like a rack for wrap, and you could drop it at the edge of the field and refill off of it from there, which is a pretty cool idea, but we don't go through that much wrap. It's not like we need it every time. Might be cool to load it up and just have it on the side rather than a pile of wrap pallets. You know, well, maybe some shelving would be a cool way to deal with that. You know, rather than having just a pile of pallets somewhere. But anyway, we're going to finish this up. Alright, we took 12 as well. And they're just finishing that up. They've already finished up 11. So that's, you know, about $6 grand in the bank for not much work. And our other worker has completed his task, so we should be good to go. We just got to get the grass field rolled. Even though I'm not sure it really does much. It does just hold that rolled state forever. Or unrolled, depending on how you left it. With no chance to roll later. So we're going to go get those guys realigned after we drop this off. Alright, I just got done reconfiguring the shed so that we have a bit more room and we could fit this guy in here. I'm going to use super strength to just shove him over a little bit because that's what I meant to do. Yeah, more like that. Right up against the wall. This guy got knocked around some. I hope I can still get to him. I guess worst case is I could use the forks. I mean, I could use super strength to pull him back, but I could also use the forks to pick up the back end and drag him over. So while this guy's rolling that, which looks like he's actually nearly done already, we need to go pick up the winch and drag those trees in and get that filled up. Get the big one filled up. I think the little one is still pretty good as far as the sawmills go. But that should cover it once we've got that filled up. That should cover it. I think there's a bigger winch out there that we could get, but for now we don't need to worry. Now we just got to drag these trees over. Shouldn't be too intense. That's 3.5. I wonder actually if I can add this tree to the pile. Winch rope length reached. That again. Huh. We are able to do it. Now can we actually drag this thing past this other tree? Yes. We win. I have beaten you yet again, ugly monkey tree. Alright, what are we looking at? 31k. Alright, yeah. Let's get the rest of this done. We still got to put those rolls in the shed as well. I think we're already up to the point of probably needing another shed. We also have that thing, which we should be able to pick up. Weird. Can't be that big. You tuck this thing in all the way and then lift it up. We don't have to try to drag it over the lip there. A bit easier. Alright, 38 of 50. Guy is also, I think, done. I didn't notice the thing telling me he was done, but he's just sitting there, so he must be done. Yeah, you lower it up, pull it all the way in, raise it up, and you have it off the ground sometimes. Alright, 46, that's pretty good. We're already spitting out more. Drop that off. We'll just leave this here for the moment and pick you up. I feel like rolls would be something you might not actually keep in a shed unless you were kind of shed rich. Or even anywhere in here for me to keep these guys where they won't be in the way. Maybe right there. One wrong turn. I think that works. I think I can get everybody out through that gap. Yeah. That puts most of our tools inside now. Just some trailers and stuff to go. And the last job is to check on those eggs and see if we actually have enough to move that pallet so that we don't run out of space. I mean, I could just move the other pallets, but I kind of wanted to have two in the list, so to speak. Yeah. Get rid of two here, and then away, chickens. You weren't invited. Yep, that's that. We are clear. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.